Imagine that you're standing in the ocean, waist deep in water. Now imagine that you have a beach ball. On that beach ball is printed the most upsetting suicidal thought that you've ever had. You're trying to enjoy the beach. You don't want to think about that thought. So you try to hold the ball and keep it underwater and out of sight. But no matter how hard you try to keep that ball under the water, it just gets jostled loose and pops back up into your face over and over again, becoming more and more frustrating. This is exactly what happens when we try to avoid or control our suicidal thoughts. They come back again and again and make us feel worse and worse. So what can we do instead? What about just letting the ball float around you? You know it's there, but it's not causing you any physical harm. It might be upsetting when it passes in front of you. You might glance at it briefly from time to time. It might float away for a while, and it might come back. And just like the tide, if it does come back, it will soon float away again. Eventually, the tide is going to pull it all the way out to sea and away from you. And if you give it enough time, you won't be able to see it anymore. Choosing how you interact with the beach ball is much easier than trying to control whether or not it's there at all. And the same is true for suicidal thoughts. Choosing how we respond to suicidal thoughts is easier than trying to control whether or not they ever come back. Rather than keeping yourself stuck in the same painful rut of trying to control suicidal thoughts, it can be more productive to allow them to float away on their own as you continue to focus on the things in front of you that you truly value. Accepting that suicidal thoughts might occur does not mean that you approve of their message or enjoy the feelings that they bring up. Acceptance simply means that you acknowledge they might happen outside of your control, and once they have happened, you can't go back in time and get rid of them. Rather than becoming upset and stewing over whatever feeling suicidal thoughts bring up, you can accept that what has happened and get back to moving toward the things that you value. A duck probably doesn't approve of being caught in an unexpected rainstorm, but accepts that any drops of rain will slide off his back while he heads towards cover. You don't have to approve of your suicidal thoughts, but the more you're willing to accept them as they come, the easier it will be to move past them.